yesterday especially, people coming out of the woodwork that I haven't seen. Like Truff, for example. This guy is supposed to be my moderator, right? I seen him yesterday for the first time in 3-4 weeks. For the first time in 3-4 weeks, okay? Like, when Manchester United versus Everton were playing on Saturday, he's nowhere to be seen, okay? Bologna Inter were playing, he's nowhere to be seen. Arsenal Brentford, he's nowhere to be seen. Real Madrid versus, I forgot who even they played, nowhere to be seen. Barcelona versus Mallorca, nowhere to be seen. Guess what? For me, nothing changes because I love the sport. I'll be there again on the weekend. I'll be there. Whoever's playing, I'll be there. I'll be there. This guy turns up just when I'm suffering, just to watch me suffer, and then types nonsense in my chat. I just don't understand that chat. How sad do you have to be? How sad do you have to be? But whatever. So that's just another important point. Then no, Lucas, no, but that's not true. That's not true because people, it's mostly, I think, of this generation. They have like this thing, they literally made it up, like hate watch thing. What the fuck is that even? Like, it's so sad, bro. It's so sad. Anyways, last but not least as well. Well, it's not last, but I've got some other stuff. But I've been getting abused. By Atletico fans here. I don't know, like I said, and this is the kind of perfect epitome thing. This account is again ran by some 4 eyes, FIFA rat, squad battle playing, SBC submitting, pathetic 4-eyed loser, right? Who never shows any face. Probably some 19-year-old kid who began watching the sport 2 years ago. Hey, probably doesn't even watch the sport, right? And number one, I don't know why you're addressing me like this, okay? Number two, obviously there's this clip that, people are talking about, and Memphis Depay. Memphis Depay. What's he gonna do? Make a song about us?
Good night time, sir. What a good 2 months it's been.
Memphis Depay, Hey, don't fucking kill me, bro. Depay! Go, Depay. So like I said, some literally 4-eyed, and there's a problem with this TikTok shit as well. Like, and it's the same thing. It's the same thing with this loser. These guys, whatever, I can't control. But I know you're literally just in here, right? I know you're just literally in here. I just want you to know, whenever I want, I delete this or I claim it. Whenever I want. So you coming in here trying to make me look bad with this stuff, I don't care, bro. I don't care. Whenever I want, I eradicate you. Your job is to literally make clips about me. Like, do you know how sad that is, bro? That's your full-time job, and you're not even good at it, bro. Because as we've seen, you can't even keep up like any ethic, bro. There's no work. You come back like 2 months ago, but then look at this, like nowhere to be seen. Look at this. What the fuck were you doing? Watching TikToks, like so zero consistency whatsoever. I own you. Whenever I want, I will wipe you out, and I'll wipe your channel out, and I'll wipe your freaking livelihood out. So that's, again, an important thing to mention, because this generation are too incapable of getting their own jobs. It's the same thing with probably this account and every single other loser account. Now,
what's up, smelly bastard? I'm back.
Now, on the match, because I couldn't really speak yesterday. I couldn't really speak yesterday. most to the Inter fans in particular, but basically, I tried telling you guys this, but you didn't listen to me. This guy, until he is gone from the club cannot succeed at the highest possible level. You can only work miracles with what you have and do so well. But at the end of the day, right, what I seen in extra time yesterday, and the players that were on the pitch and the players that were taking the penalties at the end of the game, it is all on him and him only. This isn't a Manchester United situation. This isn't a Glazer situation where these crybabies, like the Chelsea fans crying about Todd Bowley or all of this stuff. It's completely different to all of
Theodore Cruz than us. Most beta stream of all time tonight. Hypocrisy has a new
and you're
name
getting wiped
called
out, and you're getting wiped out, and you're getting wiped out. Like all these loser Chelsea fans or Manchester United fans crying when their club is having an averaging net spend of 350 million every single season for the past 10 years, right? Is nothing short of ridiculous. So this isn't crying like that. This is something about an Inter team who for the past 3 to 4 years have never had a single transfer market where we have had a negative net spend. Not a single time. It's not sustainable when you're trying to compete and win the highest and the top of the competitions. Because this right here, hang on a minute, I can't say for too long. This right here was nothing short of pathetic. Like, I was in disbelief at the players I was seeing come on the pitch. 35-year-old Sanchez, 35-year-old Darmian, Acerbi's 35 coming on. Average age, and then of course we had a youngster here. But 35-year-olds coming on when you're trying to win the Champions League is hilarious. Now, point number two, that I've always wanted and been consistent about. This loser here, once a loser, always a loser. And why am I good at identifying losers? Look at my chat. 97.6% of them are losers. I don't care that we could win the league by record points, by playing the best football I have seen us play. At the end of the day, in life, there are winners and there are losers. There are winners like myself and Simeone, and there are losers like you guys and Inzaghi. Disgusting, pathetic performance. I painfully rewatched the entirety of it, and I couldn't believe how scared we played from minute 1 yesterday. Minute 1. Unos. We played like cowards. And even playing like cowards, don't get me wrong, we still created more than enough chances to wrap the game up. And that'll be my next point. But at the end, this guy is the most responsible for yesterday's defeat. The lineup that we finished the 90 minutes with was a disgrace. A disgrace. And it undoes all the good things that he has done this season. Because this year was a golden opportunity to see my club lift the Champions League. Because we were number 1 in the power rankings. Number 1. I don't care about how good these guys are at home and all of that nonsense. I couldn't care less. We were number 1 in the power rankings. Now, point number 4. Point number 4. Inzaghi deserves 95% of the blame. 5% of the blame goes to the players. Collectively. Especially before the penalty shootout. the mentality within Zagreb, he came off minute 73. Minute 73. But whatever. The mentality of the players. And this ties in again with you guys and this generation. Footballers are earning 200k per week on average nowadays, okay? They wake up at 9 a.m., okay? They travel to matches on private jets. They train only 2 times a day maximum, sometimes not even that. They train in total for 5 hours, 6 hours a day, in total. For the other hours, they are doing nothing but fucking their supermodel wives, who sure as shit wouldn't be with them if they didn't have the money that they currently have and what they're freaking earning. The fact that we go to a penalty shootout and I'm looking at their faces before they even take a penalty and they look like they've seen a ghost is unacceptable. I couldn't believe it. And it ties in perfectly with most of the generation. The only guy who didn't give a shit that took the penalty was the guy that's 35 years of age. So it is a generation problem. The only thing this motherfucker has done since coming at the club is get a hair transplant, which is pathetic in its own right, and that explains everything that you need to know. Beta male, right? That's the only thing he's done. Takes a penalty, and the look on his face as he's walking to put the ball on the penalty spot looks like he's just seen a ghost. So we've paid this guy 80,000 a week, 100k a week, however much we're paying him for that penalty, and he still misses it. So something needs to be done with the mentality of the players, because unacceptable, and potentially even a coaching problem. Because I watched an Arsenal team the day before, an Arsenal team who haven't played in this competition, right, since, 2017, 2016, who haven't won a single Champions League knockout game, not a single Champions League knockout game, since 2000 and whatever the hell it is, okay? And to see an Inter team who is number 1 in the power ranking, the European vice champions, and the penalty difference between the two teams, the Arsenal players and the Inter players, I couldn't believe it. Now, another quick point before I have to go. Penalties.
Hello, sir. I am very sad to say this, but after seeing you sob like a little baby yesterday, I am going to have to remove you from my Alpha Males of the Year list. But do not worry, sir. You can still become a Madridista for the rest of the season and watch us get revenge on Atleti.
Penalties. I don't understand why in 2024 we're still using penalties to determine who goes through in a competition like this. I don't understand it.
Talking you fuel. Before the game,
Penalties.
Inter would win easy. Also, when are you going to mention Pauti that rat will never win a Ballon d'Or?
Penalties
Plays in the Women's League.
are a complete lottery. Sure, if you're more composed, you're more likely to score. But at the end of the day, it's 6 yards, and the only requirement physically is striking a ball. Which is why I've come up with a solution. Because as always, most people are stuck in the past. I'm always looking into the future. Instead of penalties, I have a suggestion. What if assume like this is the halfway line. So it's a bit unrealistic, right? But instead of doing penalties, and I'm going to forward this to Mr. Wenger, FIFA, and UEFA, you have a player. So think the MLS style penalty shootouts, right? But it's not going to be like that. So you have a player, we have player one here, right? That starts with the ball at their feet. Then you have a player from the opposition team here, one defender, plus a goalkeeper. And let them go one-on-one, mano a mano. That's what I want to see. I want to see what we seen between Haaland and Van Dijk last Sunday at Anfield. That's what I want to see, because that takes skill. One-on-one, and you use multiple qualities, not just shooting a ball from 6 yards. You have to dribble, run, outsmart the defender, and then the ability that if you're good at football, which is ultimately what we're playing, football, not kicking a ball from 6 yards out with the goalkeeper playing mind games and the fans booing and the one-on-one, where you can feel the ball, you can run with the ball, you can get touches, you can run, you can take the defender one, mano a mano, and try and score. That's skill. That is skill. Not a penalty shootout. There is no skill gap whatsoever in a penalty shootout apart from just holding your nerves. 1v1 allows football to shine, allows football to flourish. 1v1, mano a mano. That's how it should be done. And that's what I'm going to propose and put forward tomorrow to Mr. Wenger, FIFA, and UEFA. Now, thank you, Jamie. Thank you for the 5 gifted, by the way. And even yesterday, I appreciate it, man. You're not one of those freaking losers in the chat. Now, another thing. What if the defender fouls the attacker or the goalkeeper as well? If it's a foul, it's a goal. You can count it as a goal, or you can make them retake and start again from the start. But that could be a little bit manipulative. If it's a foul, I'll give it a goal automatically. You can't foul the attacker. You can't kick the attacker. You can't foul him. None of that. Then the defender loses. If he's beaten, he has to let the attacker have a shot directly at goal. Now, another point before I go for my meeting. It's about tackling. Lautaro Martinez. Lautaro Martinez is still very much in contention to win the Ballon d'Or. I'm sick and tired of, as always,
defender and keeper after playing 120 minutes.
Freaking idiot. As always, there's these reactionary merchants who only watch one league or one competition, who are, number one, they don't have the right to talk about the Ballon d'Or, because the Ballon d'Or is not the PFA Premier League Player of the Year. That's the only award that most of you guys can talk about, period. Okay, we're talking about a Ballon d'Or that encompasses all the leagues. So you don't have the right to speak about it. You can only speak about the PFA Premier League Player of the Year award. You can debate all you want between your Van Dijks, your Haalands, your Salibas, your Sakas, your whoever you want to put in there, your Rodris. You can argue about that. You sure as shit cannot argue about who's going to win that. Now, he got the blame yesterday, which is hilarious, considering, yeah, he can't take penalties. And we already knew that before. He can't take penalties. It is what it is. He can't take penalties. You can't be good at everything. You can't take penalties. What I don't understand is the people that are pretending and acting like he's the reason why we went out. He put him and him through 1-on-1. This guy, still signing off the season, still been incredibly clutch in every game. Yesterday, that's worse than Lukaku. It was unacceptable, the game that he had. Unacceptable. And like I said, whether it's the Juve DNA, whether it is whatever, it is unacceptable. So I don't understand people blaming him. I don't understand. And people not blaming him. I don't get it. You must not be watching the games, or you have agendas already, or again, the only time you watch him play is during a World Cup when he was injured, or one of Champions League matches because you only watch one league. So you not capable. So he's very much in contention. Now, what does he need to win that? Why is he still in contention to win that? The only way he's not going to win that, listen to me very carefully, is if two things happen. Harry Kane and Bayern Munich win the Champions League, or Jude Bellingham, Real Madrid win the Champions League, or either or England win the Euros, and one of those two wins either way. Maybe Mbappe wins the Euros as well. But no, what?
To deliver what the community wants.
Thank you.
A proposal like this would benefit the sport massively.
Thank you.
And raises the skill gap.
Thank you. But you know, because you understand football. These guys don't understand jack shit about football, unfortunately. So, if Argentina win the Copa America, with Lautaro Martinez being top scorer again, like he was in the first edition, he's very much in the conversation. Especially if there's an upset in the Euro, or one of those two teams that I mentioned do not win the Champions League. So, to all the people thinking he's not in it, he's very much in the race. Very much in the race. I'm not here to watch TikToks, but whatever. Who's coming on? Memphis. Bro, it's not funny. We've seen this already. Again.
What's he gonna do? Make a song about us? The pie.
These people that have nothing to do with their lives but make TikToks and think they make cold letters, bro. Congratulations, man. That doesn't pay the bills, bro. That doesn't pay the bills. That doesn't pay the bill. Now, one final thing, which is, like I said, I'm meeting now, but one final thing that I want to bring up, which is a very important topic, and it's one I want to get you guys' thoughts on, because it's not an easy decision for me to make. With the way that most of you guys reacted yesterday, I am considering resigning from goals. And I am considering going into management.